Okay, problem number 1 says a person standing on the moon would weigh 16% of his weight on Earth. If astronaut weighs 150 pounds on Earth, how much would he weigh on the moon? Let's do a percent table for this one. Percent and pounds. The 16% is astronaut's weight on the moon, and the weight on the Earth would be the 100%. So the weight on Earth is 150. And we're trying to find how many pounds that would be on the moon if it's 16% of the weight on Earth. And so if you make a percent table, then the hardest part is just making sure you assign the 100% to either the amount you're given or the variable, depending on the problem. In this case, it goes to the amount you're given, the weight on Earth. And then from the table, your table is your proportion. 16 over 100 equals x over 150. If you don't see any nice scale factors to use, you can write a cross product equation. 16 multiplied by 150 equals 100 multiplied by x. Remember, the cross products are coming from there. 16 times 15 is 240, so 2400. We're not using calculators on this one, so if you want to use the traditional algorithm, you can set it up like this and do the work, but you should be doing these by hand to get some computation practice. I'll show it. 1051. I'm also going to talk through my mental math methods to see if I can transfer some of those ideas to you on these videos. What I did here is I took 100 sixteens, which is 1600, and then 50 sixteens would be half of 1600, which is 800, because 50 is half of 100. And so 1600 and 800 is 2400. You really don't need to rely on this as much once you get some practice about breaking the numbers down and things like that. So I'll divide both sides by 100 now. To find x, well, that's easy because 2400 divided by 100 is 24. 24 pounds. Now, I don't want to miss the opportunity to think about whether this answer is reasonable. A person standing on the moon would weigh 16% of his weight on Earth. That's a little less than a fifth. So a fifth of his weight would be 30 pounds. 24 pounds is a little less than 30. This seems very reasonable, this answer. And the way the puzzle works is you cross out the 24. We're not going to answer the riddle until we've crossed out all the correct answers.